be doing a zodiac sign reading. We are in the Aquarius energy from January 20th to February 18th. And today we will be walking Leo down. Let's walk Leo through Aquarius energy. Let's go ahead and start with the opening message. Let's go ahead and see what they have for us. Alright. To be able to work on the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the God and the devil, the light and the dark, 1 and 8. For you to have something to be on its way within yourself, balance, completion, fulfillment, you have to understand that you need the dark to have the light. So don't let this situation block you from growing or pouring into yourself or understanding what's really going on around us. You can't have self without black and white. So instead of letting the past or the lessons that we had to learn or the things that we had to go through, 255 on the clock, make these difficult life changes, and not difficult life changes like reprogramming as well as into what they've taught us about this. So we can't even leap and start new beginnings on self and be ready for any decision making, because we don't even know what's real or what's fake or what's really going on. Could you please clarify, will they want the Knight of Wands out? The World in reverse. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. We got the World in reverse. They want our world all upside down. If you don't know what's real or what's fake, how can you make decisions? How can your world be complete or anything or peaceful or anything if you don't know anything? So no 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want you to juggle this. They want you to master the things that's stopping you from growing, because that's just to make you stronger, so that you can make better decisions and fight on this war. So until you understand what it means for the yin and the yang, the 6 of Wands. So basically, once you find out how to control, then it really doesn't matter. All the people's decisions, all the things they have to say, what they feel on your journey won't even matter. They have a lot of say-so, you want them to praise you, you want to look good, you want to be popular. It doesn't matter. That's not even what we're here for. So once you don't even need this gratification from the world or outside beings, and you know how to pour from within and balance out your good and your bad and accept it, that's your journey haven't even begun. You're stuck right now because you're not living, because you don't know how to make decisions. You don't know how to follow your heart, because you feel like it's something done in the dark. It's nothing to bring the light to the matter. What's done in the dark will always come to the light. And if you accept the things that have to happen in the dark in order for it to shine brighter, you will get your 10 of Cups. I feel like a lot of people worry too much about the wrong things, focused on the wrong things, instead of love. Love, love, love. So the opening message today for Leo: be strong enough and to know that there's more to this than we think. That If you go watch all my other videos, please do. And they tell us that planting the seeds and the scroll is us knowing where we came from, what we are, what we're doing, what's our purpose here, and that we're not just slaves. That we have a bigger mission, a bigger purpose, and we just looking for peace. But that Knight of Pentacles, alright, that was a lovely message. Let's go ahead and see what our spirit guides have in store for us today for Leo walking through Aquarius energy. The last reading on Gemini, a lot of people was worried about income, so you really can't focus on connecting with self or God or source and releasing themselves from this programming, because who's going to take care of them? Who's going to bring in the money? Where's the income going to come from? It says 3 and 4, so create instability is 7. God will bring you income, anything you need. It says intuition, connect to the higher wisdom of the divine feminine. If you were able to balance out your good and bad and your feminine and masculine and all that good stuff, it was 7:50 on the clock. God, difficult life changes and new beginnings. You have to clear out everything, release everything that we were taught so that we could connect and use our gifts and our powers and our knowledge and our source. 1 and 3, create, and 1 is 4. So if we can't create because we're in the dark and you need the light to grow and to feed and to prosper, how do you expect to get stability? How do you feel like you will get this? You know, so it says fish pose, release. Surrender to the higher self and release all judgment. Remember I said we're not doing this for popularity. We don't care what other people think. This is an inner journey. This is for me. So right now, forgiveness is the main thing. We're going to forgive all the people that done us wrong, led us stray, confused us, tricked us, because if we don't, that's what will be holding our heart back and stopping us from being able to use our gifts and our powers. It says 4 and 2, 4, 5, 6. So if you get balance and gain stability, you will have your harmony. And for you to get balance is to reset and release. Hero pose, save yourself by forgiving those around us that hurt us. So once you release and you forgave everybody, now it's time to get to the rooter, to the tutor, and heal the family. Generational curses, generational trauma. We are planting new seeds. We're clearing out the dirt. We're trying to prepare and better this world and heal this world for the next generation. And if we don't put our foot in and teach them better and learn how to communicate, it says 1 and 0, self and new beginnings, family healing, trust in the support of your earth soul family. So you have to believe that you signed that contract, you picked your family, you picked your lessons, you picked your trauma, you picked everything to make you and to grow you into the person that you are to be today, so that you can communicate and spread the word and help the world and change the world. You didn't go through trials and tribulations to keep going through the trials and tribulations. You didn't step over that poop just to bag up and step in it anyway. So once you learn how to connect with source, you don't have no more fear, shame, guilt, anything that's holding you back from communicating wisely and fairly. And 2 and 8, that's completion within self. So if you are not confident, this is Leo, if you're not confident, brave, a leader, everything you need, you won't have completion. You won't even be able to help the next person, because you have so much things that you have to forgive within yourself. Notice your ability to convey ideas through words and expression. Alright, let's see what we got. It say boy bye. I was gonna say what we got for forgiveness and environment, and we don't need more. And blicky, it's getting sticky. It's a blicky. So we don't need more. And climate change and nutritious food, death, and flexing on these hoes, and protection. And remember, seeking love, conflict, language, and difficult changes, like to be negative, political, homeless, and stop. Okay. So basically, for us to be able to grow as a nation, we have to say goodbye to the environment that they gave us, what they created for us, the concrete jungle that they told us we live in, and this is how we supposed to survive. We don't need more of that. Blicky, kill all that shit. Remove all that shit. Some shit finna change. We need to worry about our foods and our health, or you're gonna die, or we need to kill all this stuff. And if you don't change any of this, how you feel like you're gonna flex on anybody? And I don't feel like flexing is needed, because we need more protection. You need to remember, instead of flexing, we're here for love, seeking love. No conflicts, no extra stuff that we used to. We need to learn how to speak to one another. And they told me this is not just about communicating with love and light. This is more of, they took our tongue away because what it was capable of. So difficult changes. They put all this, a lot of people are in survival mode, and learning to cope with the environment that they put us in, and it's difficult to change it like that. So everybody likes to be negative and political. This has to do with the game, the monopoly, and homeless. That's your biggest fear. You feel like, and it said pet, so we are their pet. We're afraid to be homeless. We're afraid to stand our ground. We need to have courage. In the last reading, please go make sure you read all watch the last readings. It's one big story for 2026, so make sure y'all are listening to all and not just your zodiac sign. This resonates for everything. This is the energy of the year. It's not individual. It is a nation, a story, a book. Yeah, so ending message, they said stability. It says stability, 1 and 1, that's 2. That's you versus you and your stability. Throat chakra, subconscious, and then it says chakra balance, peace. So if you want stability and peace, we gotta clear this throat chakra. We gotta be able to know what we're speaking and speak light into us, and maybe claim our language back. I think it's deeper than just subconsciously. We need to know who we are and where we came from. Let's go ahead and see what the Scared Rebel deck is talking about. What are you scared of, love? Inspiration and defend it to the world. Oh, they got more. Have faith, new beginnings, gratitude, and then it says big bold vision. So let's see, it was defend it to the end, faith, inspiration. So they don't want us to know that we are the blueprint. We are the inspiration. We are the creators. We are the growers. And they don't want you to be afraid. Leo, have courage. We are defended to the end. Worthwhile. 2 and 3. So once you get balanced and you know yourself, then you can create. But if you want, okay, so basically, because 2 and 3 is 5. Difficult life changes. If you don't make changes, and this is 5 too. So this has to do with God. God is not going to give you a gift or do anything for you or whatever you're asking him to do because you're being hard-headed. He wants you to live in him, through him. Faith in the process. Have faith. What does it say? Heaven sent. This says heaven sent. 3-3. Creating in harmony. He won't give you what you looking for until y'all know who you are. This is big bold vision. You need to know that you are a god, that you are a queen, that you are king, and what you breathe and what you speak and what you think and what you vibrate matter. So be ready to get out this concrete jungle. It's time to put some, oh, it was a card hiding under there. So it says inner truth. No, inner trust. Trust that you are. Alright, let's see what they have for us. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Queen of Swords. 6 of Cups. Queen of Swords. 6 is harmony, happiness, family. Cups is emotion. So this is something that is stopping you from having your big happy family, your completion, your everything. It says lack of self-worth, creative blocks. It says intuitive and gentleness. So since everybody is going through all this stuff, and Queen of Swords is just, this woman is fighting. She is in battle. And she don't know her worth. She can't create. She's blocked. She can't connect with her intuitive. She can't be gentle. It's a lot of she has to carry all this masculine energy. And this is a lot of women. These are all women fighting this battle. Queen of Swords, stress, negativity, intellect, and mentally. I'm not making this stuff up, you guys. These are the things that we have to deal with on a daily basis that's causing us to see red. Power, passion, and confidence. We're having trouble with the power. We're having trouble with confidence and passion, and everybody be like, why are you not in love no more? Why? Because we don't have nothing to be in love with. We don't have no inspiration. We don't have nothing that's keeping us on track. It says depression, communication, and law and order. 5 of Swords. These are some things that okay, Swords is fighting. We're in a war. Okay, this is what we're fighting. 5 is the difficult life changes that they told us to make. This is 1 and 5. So they're saying basically, this is the things that we have to change to get our harmony, our family. Self, difficult life changes, harmony. Get out of the depression. Get into the light. Get the law and order back onto it. And communication. Learn how to speak and work together so that we can get out of that. And then it says a shame. So what? That's what the forgiveness is about. We all are human. We all been through the same thing. We're all dealing with the same stuff. We're all human. What are you ashamed of? It says dementia in black. And human papilloma came out earlier. Don't be ashamed of the things that you're going through, because it says protection, endless, and transformation. They don't want you to know that your body can re-heal itself. It can transform into a new. You're supposed to live thousands and thousands of years, and you're dying within the 20 to the 60 range. And that's because you don't know that you are. You are. So blue. Everybody's blue. It's a balance and spiritual understanding. Right now we need healing, peace, psychic, religion, spirituality, subconscious, and communication. If we can start thinking right and get back in our spiritual game and no more confusion and know who we are, pride. People got too much pride. That's that King of Wands. That's King of Wands. King is the Lord, the man that was the ruler, that owned the slaves. That go watch our other videos if you want to know what I'm talking about. So he has all the power. He has all the rules. He has all the decision. He created this world off of his vision. So Wands decisions. This king, it says masculine, go-getter. It says impatient, overheated, and burnt out, and mother. So now that the king has done all this damage and he thought he was going to get it and he was strong and he didn't really plan it out, now he's burnt out and now it's his mother's fault, his mother's responsibility. No, that was that man's decision. It says uncle. Your uncle was supposed to be, what is it, a mentor, a leader, somebody to guide you, protect you, help you, but y'all got greedy. It says arrogant, overeager, lack of self-confidence, ambition, and diversity. So instead of being arrogant and overeager and lack self-confidence, you're in the last video saying it was jealous and all this other stuff because of who we are and what we could be. And this is 8 of Wands. So this is something that's supposed to be on its way for us because that's what we're written in the stars. But since these people got too greedy and couldn't, stand on business, that's where the diversity and the ambitious came from. We can't be ambitious. Never is like you have to stay in the box because if you get too big or you know who you are and your worth, and then no. So now we got purple. Compassion, power, spirituality, spiritual teacher, and nobility. They said, let all of this go. This is what we're forgiving. What we came from, the confusion, the misunderstanding, everything that didn't 2-2 on the clock, 5-5 on the clock. Balance, stability, difficult life changes, completion. It says lawlessness, 6 of Swords. So this is another reason why we're fighting. We already know. We don't even have to keep going because it's going to keep telling us the same thing. It says speech and logistics and lawlessness. So that speaks for itself. All things must pass. Better things will enter your life. Endure without relief of an ending, not time. So death is not over until we decide that it's enough is enough. Enough is enough. Spirituality and Empress. We need in 6 of Pentacles. What is 6 of Pentacles? And strength. Close relationship in your life. Going along with divine situation. That is Lovers. So we need to be stronger. It says courage. The fortitude of your heart. Ability to withstand anything life handed you. You are strong enough. In the position where you have little power to affect behavior. No, they don't. They want you to know that you have the power. It says violent emotion triggers by ignoring foolish humans. Compassion, beauty, love influence you to absorb the energy of the natural world around you. So they want us to kill all of this and not have nothing holding us back. And learn to be Empress, to have compassion, be beautiful, absorb energy of the world around you and not drain it in violence and evil. So this is the balance between the good and dark that we were talking about. And now it says close relationships in your life, going along with divine situation. So instead of crying and whining and fussing and holding on grudges and all this stuff, they want you to just go with the flow. Why are we having all these distractions or blockages or anything when God already told us in the beginning? I know we forgot and we were confused, but now we're here and we are aware. So now it's time for us to move forward. In the position where you have little power and effect over your behavior. Now that we know that our controlling our emotions and having power over our behaviors and what we do, that's courage. You are strong enough to get back to this spirituality, to get back to our true self, our true nature, and we are defended to the end. I know they think they could kill us now and stop us now, but ain't no stopping. When God, He's coming. And when he decide that it's too, like, you didn't make that, confirmation. You didn't make the decision to choose him and make some changes and do what you gotta do. Then when he come and call on his children, and you didn't stand up and you didn't forgive and you didn't do all these things because you wanted to stay in the negative energy, the Knight of Wands, at least this little boy had a little hope and courage to fight. Even he don't have a sword, he's not even prepared or equipped to fight, but he know that his God is going to defend him no matter what. So he's going head first. Head first. Alright, let's go. The Lovers. This is a love message. Let's see what love message we have today. Yeah. Nobody's prepared for the war. Nobody's ready to fight. How can we have love for each other or ourselves and you don't even love you can't love others if your heart is still broken and nobody's pouring into you. So let's see. We got the Three of Swords. Of course our hearts are broken. Of course we're not in a position, the Queen of Wands, to make decisions, to stand on business, to heal our own hearts. I feel like a lot of y'all gave up because it was just too much, too many burdens, too many things, too many blockages. And I know we not in a third party situation right now because this is more of a nation type of love and a nation type of growth. But it was too much to celebrate when we haven't worked for anything. So you have to have that willpower. You have to have that strength. You have to have everything to not juggle the good and bad and find the balance within to celebrate, to get the happiness, to get the man, to get the king, to be the queen. Come on, bottom of the deck. Yeah, these men are too emotional. Oh, they got more. I knew I should have just stopped. These men are too emotional to reach for the stars and have bigger aspiration or bigger goals or be honorable men or stand up for purpose or cause. They all want to be in the feminine energy. They all want to be girls nowadays. Please go watch my other videos because somebody needs saving. This is the cups that your mom and dad was supposed to feel as a child to prepare you to fight this battle. But since we were all lost and confused and we weren't prepared to fight this battle, now we have all these emotional men. If an emotional man was given a sword, he would kill his buddy instead of going to fight the war. So they can't make decisions, but something is going to happen anyway. Even if you feel like you're not prepared or you don't have the answer or anything, the cups have to be filled because that's the way of life. If you don't make the decision, because the world going to keep going around regardless of who's deciding to fight the war. If you're not prepared for the war, then you just won't get nothing out of it. But something is coming. So now it's time for us to balance ourselves and get right within ourselves so that we are strong enough to fight this war spiritually and physically. Oh, let's go ahead and clarify. I'm sorry. I'm going to pull some more cards and clarify because I forgot to clarify. So let me shuffle. Okay, it said the Lovers and the Queen. So they said there's no love anywhere. They want me to emphasize on this is why they can't make no decisions and why all the men want to be feminine and there's no love or light anywhere in this world right now. Little boy energy. That little masculine man energy. Let's go ahead and clarify, please. Could you please clarify Queen of Wands in reverse? I need it easier. King of Cups, the Fool, and Burdens. Bottom of the deck, no judgment. So all these years, women been put down. They're not in charge. They can't make decisions. They can't fight. They can't do nothing because this emotional man wasn't willing. It was just too much for him. Too much to accept that a woman could fight a battle and hold her own. and do what she got to do because he was in his feelings. And no, they want us to think that we're in the new age where equal rights and all this stuff. So now they said there's a decision that needs to be made, a decision of not giving up and not just dying. God's going to bring us what we need. We just can't sit around and think that if you don't make better decisions, if you don't get your Queen of Wands upright, there won't be no celebration. There won't be no marriage. There won't be no happiness. There won't be no love. Let's go ahead and clarify for the decision. What is the decision that to stop fighting and worrying about the wrong shit? Please go watch my other videos. We talked about how they distract us and make us go against each other so that we can't focus on the real war and the real goals and the battle that we're really going to. And there go the Queen of Wands, standing on business, knowing self. Look, they created. Oh no, they don't want you to create. They don't want you to have justice. They don't want you to have temper. They don't want you to know. So you can continue to sit around and be a slave and get nothing done and be confused. And they could continue to think they're great and have power and hide things from us and all this stuff. Let's go ahead and get this last message out. So once the queens know their worth and they connect with God and grow, because right now you're blocked. The kings and queens are blocked from each other, the love, the connection, the union, the twin flame, the person that, so nothing is really on its way until we get serious about getting balance. And then that's when the harmony and the growth come. We'll start having stability and grow and fairness and all that stuff when we get serious with God. Bottom of the deck, like I said, God is not playing with us. He said, if you want the diamonds and the glory and it's a Q. I'm Q and I'm telling the truth. We gonna be up and they hate that. It's a healthy, get healthy, and it's a stay. Y'all think hard about this. It's a why, because it's far away. It's gonna take some time to get this new beginning. The team, you need to join the team and don't lie. It's time for us to get some stuff together. It's a right at the bottom of here, micro moon, and it's a happy. So it says furthest point. So it's telling me that we're the furthest point away from happiness because we just started. Y'all just tuning in. I'm just now on here. Y'all got to come and speak with me. If y'all want personal readings, y'all can follow me on Instagram. I do face-to-face live 30-minute life coach advice, card pool, reading, whatever you need. Or email me if you want a reading or anything. Or if you would like my candle set, it comes with a candle. Crystal, this is my root chakra, so the first candle set you get from me is root. We're in the root energy. We're healing and detoxing from the root. So you get a root shot for a candle, you get a crystal, you get a herbal bath bag, you get Epsom salt rubs, and you get oils. And this is for you to do these rituals every day to undig and realize and open up and waken up and see what happens. But it's a furthest point, 30%. Change of humanity. Strong, closer, weaker, further, deeper connection and insight. It's time for us to stand up and get it together. We just want happiness, right? We just want to be happy. They got a lot. Down kept coming. I guess they want you to talk about G1 twin flame. So this just told me that don't be down because of who they tell you God is and what God is, because God is within yourself. These are not lies. I crossed it out because I already had one for lies and I had to put the truth. So this is the truth. So feminine. I'm not sure if they're saying God is a feminine or a girl, but that's who created. The creators are. Yeah, yep. So sometime in May, if we don't figure out what's going on with us, we won't. Pregnant is not just baby. It's about rebirth, growth. So if you don't get healthy and get together, something about a twin flame too. If you don't, okay, so a lot of people be like, oh, I'm waiting for my husband, for God to send me my man. But if you're not growing or doing anything, how do you feel like your twin flame gonna come to you? If you're still doing the same thing day after day, year after year, and you're supposed to be learning lessons or getting closer to your twin flame, but you're not willing to change, you're not willing to think out the box, you're not willing to do anything to bring this man closer to you. So once you walk with God and you understand what any of this means, then you will get your twin flame, your loved one, your partner, your in crime, not even crime, your partner. Bonnie and Clyde, they said take it. That card tried to just come out 3 times, and I tried to put it back. So, I knew it. I kind of knew it. And bottom of the deck, feel in order to know. God is within, deep down. This means a lot. Make sure y'all get these crystals as well to help y'all on y'all journey. This is for you to connect more with self-heal, self-rebuild, self-reprogram, detox. Get rid of the parasites, get rid of the old programming, everything to help you. It says the fire. Yes, first you're gonna go insane. When I first awoken and realized I went insane. When you learn that it gotta get hot first before anything, you gotta take that mask off. You gotta really dig deep to be able to find self or even know what's going on. Yeah, lessons in blood. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but it's real, deep. And then it says, breathe in your trueness. Know that you are a fairy tale creature. Just because they make you think black and white now, and how did we get here? It was magic. Whatever anybody tell you, it don't matter. Then they be like, oh, voodoo, witchcraft. But it's real. And just because they tell you it's evil, you don't want to believe that it's real. So you don't know how to control it. You don't even know who you are. I wish I had my crystal book, because man, it goes so deeper in the book. But I hope y'all enjoyed that. Y'all go make sure y'all watch Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer, and Capricorn energy for last month and Aquarius for this month. And y'all have a great day. Thank y'all for being here. See ya.